Okay, friends, let's continue. Today, I will try to make a logic for a single messages. If I click on user, I will display here messages particular according to this ID. Okay, and you can get this design from my GitHub. I add a link in my description. Okay, let's start. First of all, uh, I need to add a I need to pass a ID on click this particular users. For that, just go to resources view and your messages. Yeah, here you have a single li under for loop. You can add a anchor tag for on click and add a new function in profile.js. I will show you how it's okay. For that, like a click, and you can add also anchor tag, but I am using this uh, li and our message is our messy name, and here I will pass id. Okay, copy this dot id. Okay, it will go to file.js. I need here new function. We will create a new function called this messages. uh, okay, and I will try to fetch id. Okay, messages function, and here user id, and just for testing I am alert. Save it. This is built successfully. Now refresh. Okay, you can inspect vue.js. Okay, okay, it's your view root is your list of users 14. If I click on anyone, demo, its id is 8, Anita id is 3. You just try to alert, but we need to pass say id. For that, just copy this all. Okay, I am removing the alert and paste here. We have a function a get message. Okay, here function will be same, but we need to add a id, same id which are we are passing here. Okay, and we need here, I will show you what is. Save it. We need to pass here also our id. Okay, is user id. Okay, remove this, no problem. Okay, here your id, but you need to add here. You can use a controller also. I am showing you just for teaching purpose. Refresh. We will try to see in the console. Okay, if I click here, I mean console, you can see its id. Wait, just clear it. Is 11, any of randomly 17, 15. Okay, I am login as a id equal to 1, and I send to 3 id. I mean I need to fetch data when I click on this one. Okay, for that, let me complete this logic according to id. For that, first of all, we need to check conversation is exist or not. Conversation will be you will try to fetch conversation user 1 equal to who is logged in, user 2 equal to which id we are passing. Okay, make a logic for this. Check conversation. Check on db table uh, conversation where we will say our user 1 will be auth who is logged in. Okay, user id and uh, where where user 2 which id we are passing, user 2 which id we are passing. Okay, let's say get, we need to get this count. Okay, let's say count my check count, save it, go to view, refresh, click on this. You can see it's already have one conversation found. If I click on demo, with demo we have anything in it. Click on this user, we have a only one user with conversation only in it. Okay, if count check equal to let's say not equal to 0, then fetch messages, and else we will say no message. Let's fetch the messages user according to message. So I will make a query db table, and table name is messages, where you can see in messages we have a conversation id. Okay, before that let me show you what is conversation id. Echo and let's say check. In case we have conversation, then we will just display conversation id. It's id. Okay, id conversation id 1. Let's refresh. Conversation id 1 demo, no messages, no messages. Okay, let me insert a new conversation and a new person sent me request. Okay, send me message. Okay, this time conversation, let's say randomly this one id, let's say users, check the users, just 10. Okay, 10, send me this one. Okay, conversation id will be 2, you can see, and here message will be answered according to conversation id 2. Sender 10 and 10, and user to me, he sent me message, hello Hardeep, what's up. Okay, this is our message, status 1, no problem. Okay, we have a 2 messages. Okay, if I refresh, I say I click on user id 10, which one 10? I think this is 10. No. Let me check which is user ID 10. This one. Okay. This time it's not a message because we are fetching user who is sending. User one is sending. Okay, no problem. You need to conversation with this one. Uh, Send a message. Reply with user ID 10. Insert a message from me. This one, not conversation ID. We have already conversation on the messages. Insert a message from me sender 10 conversation ID 2 because see conversation ID is 2. We are not updating conversation ID. I am fine. You said okay. Just save it. I reply this guy. Okay. Refresh. If I click here, you will see no messages because I will display data here. Okay. Just require. Let me complete this. You will understand more when I display message. Okay. Where uh, where messages message dot conversation ID is field name will be check con ID and get data. All messages which conversation ID is okay. Just get data and return this message user message. Okay. Just refresh. Click on any. Uh, let's say no messages. If I click on this one, I have a data. You can like I think I'm can't see here because I am not displaying anything, but I can see here I have data. It's our data. Hello, how are you, Nita? Okay, you can see it's sending me. Uh, for now, let's try to display messages here. Okay, for that we will do it same like this one, but in the name of single messages you can use any name. Okay, it's your array. This declare a empty array and here you will use again for loop for this uh, in messages and it's your message and let's say I'm just display message. Okay, dot message of field name. Okay, go to it, refresh, click on there. You can see it's my message. Okay, I will display here this user. We have you can see in the message you have two user from. Okay, user from you can use here. Refresh. Yeah, it's one is me. Okay. Okay, now uh, other we have anything because we are displaying no message for other data, but here you can see root to array, one is single. Click here, you can see data. Okay, uh, if Anita reply my message, it will be insert a new message. How? Uh, Let me show you from Anita to me. It's person's ID. Conversation ID will be one. I am fine, Hadib. Okay, and one. Save it. I receive message from reply from Anita. Refresh. Yeah, you can see. Right. Okay, now I will try to uh, make it little bit more messenger in your messages. Let's make it more interesting. I will work on some designing. Okay, and if I click here, you can use if else here. Let's say I'm using style lot left, and I will give a background color little bit light, 0 f0 f0. Okay, and adding little bit for this all messages. Okay, it's our message content id and a message body. Okay, refresh, click here. It's, you can see. Yeah, let me complete my design. Margin 20 pixel. But interesting part is I need to display message according to who is logged in and who is receiving message, left side and right side. So copy this. I will use if else. Okay, here I will use if, I mean vf. If will be single message dot uh, user from its id who is logged in, and we will compare it our auth id. Let's say auth user id. Okay, this will be compare that if this, then else, we else. In the else part we will just make it float right. Okay, float right and change this color. It's a little bit blue, 008 4 ff, little bit of a blue that messenger use. Okay, and mm, you can see difference. Refresh. If I click here, you can see a little bit more. I can do it. uh, yeah, I need to define a color for both. Okay, I think this one is right. This one is left. Okay, and it's just a line, right? Okay, and color border radius will be 10 pixel is okay, and copy this. Here is left one, so no problem, we don't need to add a text line left, it's already by default left. Okay, refresh, click here. Yeah, but here you can use because here is light background color, make it okay. And let's remove this br, make it more uh, padding. Yeah, you can see it's message, our message. Okay, if I insert a new message, three is Anita message, I am fine, deep is my message, I have you Anita. Okay, if I mm, let me insert a new message from me to Anita, conversation ID will be one, we will do it dynamically from message form in later. What are you doing, Anita? One is by default, refresh, click here. Yeah, you can see it's my messages, it's that message, you can use any color for that, no, not a problem. Just look at it, your design, we are choosing float left, if a user id equal to user from, and uh, we are choosing a border radius for making it more interesting. Okay, and you can do one more thing, you can add a bootstrap class called md9 for both, because it's width. Okay, it will be more interesting when it's bits is interesting. Yeah, you can see it's my message, their message, it's up to you, you can choose any of color, any of design for that, one is you. Okay, if I log out, log in with different user, like a second person, Nita, refresh, messages. Yeah, you can see it's nothing, because we are try to fetch a this one data, you can see it's where you can see is checking conversation id, where messy conversation conversation where user 1 equal to auth and user 2 equal to id, which are we are getting, and conversation id just display messages and message from according to that id. Okay, you can do one more thing here, you can do, or just for experiment, where user 1 is that, one is who is sender, who is receiving is according to uh, this id. Okay, let me refresh. Yeah, you can see, but in demo I am fetching nothing, but yeah, you can see, hello Deep, what's up, but it's not your id. Okay, it's other person id. I will fix it, no problem. You can see in messages, in message you have a user to who is sender, who is receiver. Okay, and auth, just for experiment purpose I'm adding this. Refresh, nothing, because we need to pass that id. Okay, and where, or you can use, wait, here always single, here use another where. Here you can use two, user two in conversation will be id. Okay, let me see. Hello D, what's up? But we're not trying to display this type of data. Okay, user one is this, user one is already that, but two is that. Let me show you some messages. Not message, not. But we need this because we have this conversation ID. For now, I will using this. Okay, not a problem. I will fix in the next part of video. Just refresh. I am not receiving an other message, but log out. Try to log in with that user who sent to request, sent to message me, that one, this one. Log into this guy. Let me see if he receiving message from Hardeep. Let me see messages. Mm, no, he's not receiving message because it's id equal to 10 and conversation id 10 and send to 1. Okay, let me check again this user. This is user 10 id. Click here, go to messages, and I think this one, but we are not received this because I changed this. So go to your back data. I am using this. Refresh. I will fix it, no problem. I am not receiving an other side, but if you log out and go to that id number 10, I am sure you will receive a message from her. Go to messages. Yeah, you can see, hello Hardeep, it's my message because my ID is 10 and I have find you said it's sending to reply this guy. Okay, I will fix that. I can see other messages also from other side. See you in the next video. Thank you guys.